Replace a fuel pump in a Saturn VUE. The compact crossover SUV Saturn VUE was created by General Motors Saturn brand. And this SUV's defining moment and greatest distinction is that it was one of Saturn's best-selling models. And it is also one of the earlier vehicles that make use of the innovative GM Theta platform way back in 2002. On top of all these achievements, the Saturn VUE was also marketed worldwide, albeit having different names like Chevrolet Captiva in Mexico, GMC Terrain in Middle East, Golden Captiva MaXX in Oceania, Opel Antara in Ireland and Vauxhall Antara in the United Kingdom. The Saturn VUE was one of the better SUVs in its heydays. But due to the accounts of recent events, in 2009, General Motors underwent reorganization. This caused drastic changes in Saturn. And this led to the halt of Saturn VUE production, and that is why if you drive one now, you should keep it in good shape, even the fuel pump. Here are some tips on how to replace a fuel pump in a Saturn VUE. Saturn VUE fuel pump requirements. The Saturn VUE's production is already on hold. To do some work on it, you must use the proper tools to avoid messing it. You will need a fuel pump kit, socket wrench set, and a tool SA9156E. Right tools mean you are ready to do things right. The right Saturn VUE fuel pump. The Saturn VUE has different versions and models. That is why it came with different parts. And that goes with the fuel pump as well. The Saturn VUE model before 2008 uses 2.2 LL61, 2.4 L Bass Hybrid, 3.0 LL81 or 3.5 LL66 engines. The latest models use 2.4 LLE5, 3.5 LLZ4 and 3.6 LE7 engines. Saturn VUE fuel pump replacement preparation. Now that you have the right fuel pump, ready your Saturn VUE. The first thing to do is take pressure off the fuel system. The socket wrench is very vital in the next step. It is used to remove the negative battery cable. The fuel tank should then be dislodged. Disconnect irons to connect the new fuel pump. To put the new fuel pump in, you must take some parts out. These parts include the fuel pump's electrical connector, the hoses, and the fuel lines. Now, get your wrench SA9156E. Use it to detach the retaining ring of the fuel pump. The retaining clip should also be removed. You can do this by pulling the retaining clip to the direction of the float arm and then pull it up. The fuel pump can then be pulled of the fuel tank. The worn-out fuel tank seal should be thrown away. The Saturn VUE's new fuel pump. With old fuel pumped out, you can now put in the new fuel pump. Follow the kit's instructions. You should also put in the new fuel tank seal. The tool SA9156E will help you in attaching the lock ring onto your new fuel pump. Reattach everything to finish this project. Now that your fuel pump is connected, start your engine and look for leaks. With a new fuel pump, your Saturn VUE is good to go once more.